She asked you if you like fried chicken.
No. She
No subliminal racist stuff.
She came in with a half a watermelon.
no.
Y'all at a restaurant. Hey Josh, you like Kool-Aid, right?
Some Tupac came on. Josh, this is yours, right?
This is yours. I own Tupac.
Yeah. It's your drink.
So you know how dudes will be like, black women ignore me, so I like white women now. Or women say black dudes treat you wrong and are broke. So where's my white prince?
Nah.
What's the difference
I don't know
between
none of that.
what's the difference between preference and discrimination when it comes to dating?
Man, the same thing when it comes to anything else. I hate that we gotta have that kind of talk, man. Because if I like black people, that don't mean that I don't like white people. But if I say I like black people, then automatically people think I don't like white people, and that's not fair.
Hold on. Well, so would you date? Vicky's not around. Just let's get her out the head right now.
They're all hypothetical.
Would you date a white woman? Marry a white woman?
No.
I thought more was coming.
I know.
Because I thought more was coming.
He thought about it finally.
So why is that?
Nah.
Why is that preference versus
Jesus.
discrimination, or the other way around, discrimination versus preference?
I don't want a scenario where I have to.
Don't let society control you now.
No. I don't want a scenario where I have to explain why I don't feel right about a scenario. So, cop pulls me over or something, and I'm like on edge, right? And, everything's cool. Cop says something that makes me feel uncomfortable. But end of the day, it's a whole uncomfortable scenario that ends in nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't feel right. I come home and I tell V about that. Guess what V do?
She's sympathetic.
Man,
She
that
understands.
cop, man. Hey, that cop ain't saying to us, man. Hey, we this, we that, right? Because we black. We there. Ain't nothing I can say to a white person to where they would actually understand that either from experience or from experience from a personal friend.
Could be like Get Out. She was on that black guy's side.
Ooh.
Like what? When they was driving to her parents' place or whatever like that, they got pulled over by the cop.
Oh no,
the cop
because
asked for the ID.
she needed that guy to make it to her house so that they can work him over.
For
That
sure,
was the
but I'm
only-
just saying they exist, even if they're gonna kill you.
Either way, some could argue against that, but I just can't imagine
I can
a
understand that.
white person being able to. Matter of fact, I had my pastor is white, right? And we were eating
Say
dinner.
what?
Huh?
Go ahead. No, I know.
We were eating dinner with them,
Mm-hmm.
and first thing that happened was our drinks. Normally, when they ask you for the drinks, they bring you the drinks because it's going to take a long time for the
She
food to
asked
come.
you if you like fried chicken.
No. She
No subliminal racist stuff.
She came in with a half a watermelon.
no.
Y'all at a restaurant. Hey Josh, you like Kool-Aid, right?
Some Tupac came on. Josh, this is yours, right?
This is yours. I own Tupac.
Yeah. It's your jam, right?
This the one,
Oh
right?
my God! Aren't you gonna do the hippity hop? Like, oh God, Jesus! No.
Hey, you know,
A hippie and a
hey,
hobby.
Josh, Barack Obama was my favorite president.
Right, okay. All right.
I was really sad when this term was over.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I voted for him.
Both times.
All right.
Both times I was sad.
So what you're saying is basically the person won't they can't relate, that white person.
they can't. relate.
They won't. So you don't see that.
And I was
as-
getting there, like with them being white
Yeah.
and us black.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I can see that. And I'm be honest. I don't think nobody has ever said that.
so what?
I don't know if anybody's ever said that I remember. That you didn't want a scenario to pop up where
Yeah, I've never
you
heard it
with
put
that
way.
significant other and they don't understand what's going on. Because you'll be in a relationship, but y'all just experience this one event differently, so you almost feel alone in the relationship.
And I don't want none of that.
Yeah, so that's very interesting.
That's before we get the kids. I mean, what if a kid comes home, mommy, they told me to go back where I came from.
Yeah, what does that mean? You came from Hollywood,
Right.
Like,
And I'm not saying white people are completely ignorant to that, but
Yeah.
how do you speak to that from your heart if it's not from your heart.
So if I do date a white woman, I should date her for a long time and force myself to get pulled over, see how she handle those stuff. So
Force myself to get pulled over.
you know,
Like
force somebody to put
How
a
you
gun
doing
on to
120
me
and a
or something.
35?
Right.
Yo, why you acting so crazy to him? I'm like, yeah, that's my girl.
Okay.
She know. She understands.
Yeah.
She's seen the videos.
The reason that pops up a lot, or this whole discrimination argument, is because what guys do, I think it's preference if you just like this person more. That's fine. But it turns to discrimination, or it's taken that way by black women when the guy says, he doesn't just say, I like white women. He says, I like white women because black women are loud, they're annoying, they got attitude, they're going to be mad. And then that's when they take it as discrimination instead of preference. Do you think that's that frustration that black women don't have? Do you think that's fair or justified?
I mean, well, yeah. I mean,
if they're gonna say that, sure.
I like this because
If he's
I don't
gonna say like that,
then
yeah.
that's-
If he's
that's-
gonna say like that, I guess.
that's not fair.
Because they'll say that, and I have seen where the guy doesn't say that, but they'll still say, wow, look, they do this, and then they say this about us to put us down. I'm like, he literally just posted a picture with his partner. He didn't say anything. Or they'll say anything about, there was some guy, a football player or something, that said something like, he got a mixed baby coming, so like, thank goodness they're going to have good hair or something like that. And then that was sent overboard, and they did not like that. They took that personal.
And that does put white people in a blanket too, because it's not like I'm saying I don't like white people, but it's just the thing. Like, I mean, if I love a white person, who am I to like be like, oh well, I know I love you, but I can't be with you because you just won't be able to understand my experiences. That's shallow. But when you just a white woman, like, okay, no, I'm not seeking a white woman for that reason.
What if she like eat your booty though?
Oh my goodness.
I've never experienced. I don't even want to know if I like that. I'm gonna just be honest.
No, I don't want to know.
I don't even want to.
I don't want to know because
Oh, I thought you said I want to know.
No,
I
no,
want to
no,
know. I gotta know now.
Dang.
yeah, that's a scary thing to
don't even
figure.
wanna-
If you like, it happened by accident. You like, yo,
That happened by accident.
she catch you by
Well, she in the
surprise,
mood,
and
right, yeah,
she
yeah, she in the
just
moment.
catch you by surprise. You ain't know what she doing down there. You normally enjoying, looking at the ceiling, enjoying your best life, and then she just like, and you like,
Yeah.
did I like that?
It's like it go from gawk to lulu. Yeah.
Whoa. Take it easy down there.
You like, whoa, chill out, and then it's regular. Then afterwards, you think to yourself like, that joint wasn't half bad.
It wasn't
Hold
that
up.
bad.
Hold up, why am I thinking like that?
Then you fast forward a few months. You like, hey, can you do the Patrick thing?
Yeah.
Lead.
Yeah.
Like, oh, all right, yeah, that's it. Bro. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Y'all like public events. You're like, hey, you gonna do that thing for me? You gonna do
What's
that?
that? The Patrick. Do the Patrick. Like,
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, that's
you
some
don't need
scary
that?
stuff.
So
You ain't like your booty hole wet?
That's why I'm surprised that jump blew up, man. That jump blew up. That jump became a fad.
Yo, that's some wild stuff.
It became a fad.
it became, I think it's standard now.
Oh no, yeah, it's standard. It's actually
That was pretty
expected
gross
now.
by me. Standard
It's standard.
for a man?
Like,
Nah, I've seen debates on. Oh,
No, for a man though. Because I'm
on the
specifically
receiving
talking about a
end.
man.
I thought you meant doing it.
Oh,
but,
okay. No, I don't think it's standard.
I'm about to say, I don't know what
Yeah.
Twitter is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
What
know.
Twitter is?
Oh,
What
it's
side of Twitter
standard
you
on my
on?
Twitter.
Yeah, it's standard.
Like, guess what I did today, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. No, it's not like that.
What? You ain't paying for your dinner and licking your booty? What? Like, whoa. I don't see that on my Twitter.
Oh, take it easy. Take it easy.
So, do you know how like
boy.
a woman could be like she's not dating a guy that's under 5'2",
I hate that.
and then a guy will be like, I'm not dating a woman that weighs 300 pounds, but he gets slandered. How come she don't get slandered?
It's not fair. I don't know because both scenarios they can't help that. But actually,
I don't
person
know
with
what.
the weight can.
I don't know why.
So, never mind.
I was about to say.
I guess in that very moment,
Why not?
at that time, both parties equally can't help that. But I mean, over time, only one person can change it. But at that time, I'm already 300 pounds. Date me? No, I don't want to date you because you're 300 pounds. Oh, what you trying to say? Oh no, I already
I'm
said
trying
it.
to say I'm not trying to date you if you're 300
Yeah,
pounds.
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So for that, I mean, it's even bad to say that you would and try to make her lose weight. Like people, I've seen people get arguments
like
about
you're trying to change me, like you're not happy with who I am.
Hey, you know, I'm not going to say all people who are 300 pounds.
Everyone's like, no, I'm not happy with who you are.
You're in danger.
You're in danger. Oh man.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I just would like to know that disparity of why is the guy slandered for his preference, but she's not slandered for hers? When one can change in months. And depend. I mean, the heavier you are, the faster you lose.
Yeah, you
it.
think I don't want to be 6 foot?
Look,
I want to be 6 foot. I want to be 6 foot.
It might be that underdog.
I'm
thing
trying
we
to
talked
dunk on
about,
somebody.
Where you have back then it was white and then black, right? Oh, black people are like icky. Ew, we don't like black people.
Mm-hmm.
And then after things equaled out, the dust cleared. It got to a point where if white people say anything about a black person, good or bad, it's questioned. So now white people are in this iffy spot where they can't say much about black people unless they're known to be that cool person or a funny person.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, it's the same thing with men and women, where the oppression was in the women's favor.
Was
And
in
so-
the men's favor at first.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it was the pressure was pointed towards the woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And my bad,
Oppression in favor just sounds weird, but I get what you're saying. But yeah.
I meant to say now, I guess, well, okay, let's say it the right way. The oppression was going towards the women, but in that argument, now it's in the women's favor where, hey, y'all are picking with us all these years. Y'all wouldn't let us vote. Y'all wouldn't let us do this, that.
We in a bind.
And so now we're at a point where, we say anything about a woman.
Hot girl summer around. We in a bind.
Yeah.
We in a bind.
That's what I'm saying.
Relax.
You slide in somebody's DMs, they shame you on Twitter or something like that.
And it's okay to do that.
Then you like, well, all right. Since we all equal, I'm gonna walk by. I'm opening this door. I ain't even trying to like hold this door for you right now. I'm just walking straight through. Oh, you're not gonna hold this door? Yeah.
You open it, you don't look back. You just say, "Wow,
Wow. Wow. You gonna keep walking? Wow.
So,
No.
I mean, same thing with, you don't hit a girl and then that girl hit you. What am I supposed to do?
Should give you a 2-piece extra crispy.
You're supposed to just eat it.
You supposed to just eat it.
Just eat it.
I'm on a diet, man. I ain't even trying to eat this 2-piece right
Can I
now.
at least get a biscuit, man? Like,
Damn, man.
some Pepsi or something?
I just came in here for some water. You got
Some
dang.
Tropicana.
nigga, don't you have a bop bop?"
Damn, you ain't got no honey mustard?
That's it. I can't.
You
swing
gonna let
back.
her? You gonna let her hit you? You gonna let her hit you?
I mean,
Then
if
you
I
grab.
hit
Then you grab about it. Then you just grab her arms so you don't get hit no more. Look what he doing. He put his hands on her.
no, like I'm stopping her.
My eye bleeding.
I literally put my hands on her, but it was for protection. Oh, so you need to protect yourself from a girl? Well, I mean,
yes,
Because
from
she
force,
attacks
from
me.
physical harm. Yes,
She attacks me.
because it hurt. It hurt. It didn't feel good.
Oh shoot.
You know?
Do you
That'd
think?
be
Do you think
wild.
it's justified if, like, let's say the guy was just cheating on her every day for a year, and then
Not every day.
then the video comes out where she like catches him or something. She's like, "Wow, you did what?" And like she just swinging, just beating the crap out of the top of his head, black eye, punch him in the lip, nose, and there is an argument that he should not swing back.
In no scenario should anybody put their hands on anybody.
Right.
So
That's
in
fine.
that scenario,
That's what anime does. Man.
and
I did the hand thing. Right.
Okay.
but in that scenario, I mean, of course, I'm not gonna lie.
I think- okay.
I'll be in the girl's favor because I'm like, oh, he a cheating scumbag. But
True. If I'm in that position and it's like she shouldn't be putting her hands on me, but she hitting me, I'm be like, yeah, I probably deserve this.
I got it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you ain't to stab me, dang.
You're wilding. Okay, don't kill me.
You put the knife
The hits
down.
were fine. The hits were fine. I'll take the lumps. But
Chardonnay, put the knife down. Chill out.
Chardonnay,
I have to think of a black name real fast.
Mercedes.
Alizé, chill, Alizé.
Dang.
So y'all do agree that if she is hitting the guy, there is a scenario where he should not swing back, and that's probably you caused it. Like
Yeah, if she ain't doing like fury punches, fury swipes, hammer fists or something like this UFC, you like if she doing that, you like, nah, chill. I need to like guard. But if she like, why you play so much? And she, doing them wide swings that's telegraphed or something like
and then it
that.
sound like
hand.
You could put your hand up, or you could just brace for impact. You like, yeah, I know, man. Yeah, chill.
all right.
But they like to go for the face though. So they like to go straight for the face. They know that they ain't gonna feel nothing in your upper body. They go straight for your face.
kind of off topic, but There was a post I saw
I
where
don't remember the first topic. Go ahead.
I know, right?
It was the white woman.
Yeah.
Well, dating the opposite.
Preference over
description. Yeah,
description. Why I keep saying description? Discrimination.
I don't.
I said description. Preference discrimination. Yeah.
It don't really matter to me. It's just funny how it's just funny, like if you just pick any race other than your race. And I feel like it really, well, I'm not gonna say that. It seemed like the white people don't, well, I'm not gonna say the white people don't care, because I feel like the older white people care if they daughter with a black man or something that. Yeah. But I don't know, just ain't it? If somebody just come in my life, god dang it, and they just a different shade, they're like, wow, so this is what you like. This was just what was put in my face at the time. That's what I said. So if you pick something, rolling the dice,
you unpick the other thing, and that's not true.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when it was like, yeah, man, Black Lives Matter. Oh, so you don't care about white people? That's not what I'm saying.
Pro-black is not anti-white.
That's exactly.
Yeah, that's not what this is.
We not being treated right.
But like what you said about it's just in my face at the time. Zion Williamson. Mm-hmm. Remember he got caught up with the whatever happened with the white girl. He was being mad thirsty, whatever. It basically was like
he was talking that game and she decided she had to video chat him to get her.
It was trash. His game was pure trash.
Get her 5,000 retweets.
Yeah.
I mean, what you supposed to say though? She was like, oh man, I'm mad ugly, and he like,
nah, you ain't. Nah, you cute.
Chill.
You know you cute, girl.
Chill. I don't know what you're supposed to say in that. Because even if you get more descriptive on his part and be like, nah, man, your shape is so you can't. If you do that, it's gonna be worse.
My this point with him, exit. I'm not talking to somebody that is doing this. This is not if this is ignorant. I'm not talking about this. This is dumb.
Come on,
you just don't know where
no.
What am I here for?
A female. Come on, a female has said that to you before, and you had to boost her up. Stop it.
In 7th grade, maybe.
Sure, but he was in college. That stuff ain't really different.
Way after 7th grade.
Sure, but if you say 7th grade. To me, I think about high school.
Just school period?
I think about high school. Yeah, I think about school period. No. Like,
so like freshman, sophomore, he could be doing that. Okay, I maybe give him freshman. I don't know. I don't know what he was at the time. What is he? I don't know.
Well, I'm sure he could go to the league as sophomore. I don't think he was there for. I feel like we've been talking about him for 2 years, and I feel like in those 2 years he was in high school.
Either way, that don't trash on both ends.
You only got to go there 1 year, so he probably that was a freshman year then.
Was she ugly?
It don't matter.
I was about to say yeah.
She probably was all right. She ain't hurt your eyes.
Not to me. Yeah,
I think she was, from the scale. We already had a scale of 1 to 30 before. We already had that discussion, right?
Yeah.
So she I would think she was at least a 13.
Mm. Okay.
That's around average, because 15 average. At least a 13.
I got her probably 9. I just didn't care.
9
for what was there. I didn't care.
All right, 9 is
for what was there.
9 is a good low. Or 9 is a great low.
Right. You gotta understand 9. No, but you gotta understand 9. 9 is you're not really trying to get caught in public walking next to her. Like 9 is if I'm walking in Walmart and I see Jawan, I'm like, oh dang, I see Jawan. That's what anything sub 10 is like, oh shoot, Jawan.
I think for me that's different. I don't want to get caught with a knob. If I do, it's not the end of the world. That's where I put her. If he was walking out with her, it's like, oh well, I'm with her. But anyway, point is, people was getting on him like, see, look what happened when he messed with them white girls. I'm like, do you know what environments in school he was in? This is probably all he knows and sees a lot. I think your preference kind of go in hand with what you're just used to seeing the most.
And I also don't remember, like, I don't know, Duke don't sound like it's full of black people.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm pretty.
I don't know. I don't even know. Even
the basketball team.
Ain't no facts here. I'm just speaking
no facts, of course,
no facts. I'm just speaking off the top of my head.
Even the basketball team, right? I mean, they got like half and half, ain't it?
Well, it's basketball, so white people not normally athletic.
Right,
like
but
that.
that's what I'm saying. It's half and half. I've seen at least like as many black people as there are white people on that team, where normally you see all black people.
Okay, there's a fair comparison, maybe 60-40, something like that.
That's what I mean.
Something like
on
that.
the team, yeah.
So, but yeah, that's
some
what
centers.
That's what he's used to seeing on campus. That's what he's around. I can't knock him for his preference being just around what he sees. I don't think he said.
I didn't know if that was a preference. I think he was just talking to whoever. Whoever gonna
That
give you
could be true,
whoever giving you the easiest play at the time.
'Cause,
I ain't gotta work for it. Oh, okay.
Because people don't discuss that. What if there is no preference? It's just, oh, I just happen to be with this person. And then whatever this person happened to be, whether they're 5'2", 300 pounds, black, white, Asian.
They're just here.
And then you take it out of you take it out of context, make it look like, oh, so he only likes big girls. What about us little girls? Or
Because I'm be honest too. To go on this, I think 90% of guys in the beginning, they ain't I don't know if we necessarily looking for love. You're like, oh, she cool. Yeah, I'll keep talking to her. Yeah, she seem cool.
I think
we
that's
not
97.
Yeah, I'm about to say we're not looking at the end game of marriage off rip or something like that. We're not necessarily looking for a long lasting relationship. Not saying that we don't want it
in the beginning.
Yeah, we just like, okay, cool. Yeah, I can talk to her. Oh yeah, she cool. All right. And we in a relationship. She like, oh shoot, oh she cook. Okay, that's her hair. All right. Okay, that's nice. Oh dang, she do nice stuff like wash my clothes and fold them and stuff like that. I don't ask
You just described the difference between men and women getting into relationships. Men, it's all a tryout. So that's why standards could feel naturally low with men. Like, women always say it's hard to find a good man. It's because you're looking for a good man. Like, if you just look for a man and try him out, you might find that this man is exactly what you need.
Yeah, I feel like females.
But
don't
men
have,
more
matter of
prone
fact,
to
I'm
just
glad you
try
said that. I feel like females don't have enough tryouts.
That's what you just broke it down. You didn't even know it.
Them boy quick to close the gym.
All right,
They close the gym.
I'll shoot them some bail. Their tryouts, whether they have sex with the guy or not, they're going to be viewed as whores.
Oh, wait. Dang. Not sex, though. I mean, sex, maybe. I mean, but...
If they walk down the street with that guy, they're with that guy, it is assumed that they did...
What they did?
That guy is added to their number in the next guy's head. And it's not their fault. That's just what it is.
But see, so in my mind, when I was saying tryouts...
Hold on, but the next guy don't care.
So in my mind, what I was talking about with tryouts...
They do.
Do we?
That'll be a good one for next time. We'll talk about that. That's one for next time. We'll talk about whether guys care about body count, and we'll get to that. Body counts, tryouts.
I'm about to say, do we?
We'll talk about that. But what are you saying? yeah, that'd be a good one. You said not necessarily sex, and I was like
tryouts. What I was saying with the tryouts is I wasn't even thinking about sex, honestly, when I was talking about tryouts. I was talking about like when he talked about
just being.
Oh shoot, she cooked? Oh dang, I didn't know she can cook like that. Or whatever else there is, right? I mean, it's just like that process happens over time.
And I agree.
And
100%.
Men just happen to be in a position to accept those few months of learning the person.
Yeah, we look for like
before we know the person.
We look at the superficial stuff, and then we're gonna see if there's like some essence, there's some soul in you. And the female's like,
I need to know before I get in.
And they want to know these things. I'm like, what? No.
You gotta get some
Why would
time.
Why would I? No. I want to show you all these great things out the gate. That makes sense.
That's what you gotta do.
So you can enjoy them. So how I know you even want to be like?
So we look for the superficial and then the essence and soul. They look for soul, essence, and then the superficial.
Yeah, I'm like.
So, but.
Then they're gonna be the people that are gonna be like, nah, whatever. I'm like, nah, that's what y'all do.
Tough. That's what it is.
But he ain't got no job. So. He ain't got no job now, but he might get a job like 2 months from now. It's gonna be the best job for him.
I've seen the response to that. Love don't pay the bills,
but it pays the will.
Thank you for spinning that.
I was about to say
on. I meant to kill it. I'm sorry. I meant.
Be like, okay, no.
I stopped agreeing.
Hey, I'm not embarrassed.
We like, oh shoot, Josh open. Throw him the ball. Slip, turnover.
Immediate turnover. Look, I'll be the first to admit, I've been struggling financially. Not as much as lately. We've been getting better with that. But at first and early in relationships, as soon as we got out of high school and college and stuff.
Oh boy.
I think that's why we special, because we had to do the college broke and the high school broke, well, post high school broke, college broke, after college broke thing
real
together.
Real life.
Yeah, we did all the adulting we learned together. So I think that's why we're special, because not only did we learn it together, but we stuck together through all that garbage. Yeah. And so now it's to a point where I don't know, I think we'd have to cheat on each other or something stupid for us to figure out other ways of living. Because right now I don't know another person I could be with, right? Yeah. So that has nothing to do with money. In fact, it's anti-money if you consider all the money we didn't have.
Josh working real hard to get that sloppy toppy tonight. I know. She ain't gonna see this video till Monday, but he working real hard.
That boy said
he gonna get that Monday.
We gonna be on the Xbox and we just hear in the background, oh, gawk, two-hand twist combo. Josh, you good? Huh? Yeah, gawk, two-hand twist. It's like, wow.
Josh, you good? Oh yeah, I'm good, man. I was trying to tell you there's an assault rifle around the corner.
Two-hand twist.
That boy's a two-hand twist.
Oh, shit. Imagine like Street Fighter combos getting put on. 2 and 3 and 4.
Gawk, two-hand twist. Perfect. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Just clean.
That's my kiss up.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, and last thing before we go, and we'll conclude here. I promise.
You lied.
Yeah. You said I'm lying?
Yeah.
I saw something that said it was like a woman, very attractive black woman, posted something. The guy like posted it, and then he was like, "A white bitch could never." And
so you fill in the blank?
Huh?
Is that what it is? You fill in the blank?
No, that's probably what the caption is. What are you saying?
Yeah, the caption is.
Oh, I thought you were saying white.
I know.
You said a white woman can never. Oh. And then I thought there was a bunch of people in the comments putting.
Oh no,
what they can never do.
Yeah, no. He just. A white bitch could never, and it was just a attractive black woman. He's saying she can't look like how this woman looks right now, effortless and all that. But that
created.
They
do that the other way around. I hate those ones where it's only one sided. Like somebody could put their opinion of a beautiful white woman up and say a black woman could never, and then they.
If you say that, then the immediate response that I was seeing was, "You're a coon. You're an Uncle Tom."
Oh boy!
Wow, look at you. Somebody said.
I'm a huge fan of black people, so that's not coming directly from me. What I'm saying is, I hate when there's positions like that can be debunked so easily.
I know. You told me you like a few white women now.
Yeah, I ain't never.
Yeah, you said, man, I just only like white women, man.
No, you told me that earlier. You told me that earlier.
I ain't never said that.
I said only white women. If she ain't white, it ain't right. It was like, Josh, what are you doing? What are you talking about?
Ain't you said like Vicky got at least 40% white in her?
No.
Dang, at least.
No, that might have been a joke.
He thought about it. He thought about it. Like,
I might have said that.
I might have rounded up. It's like 37. 32. It ain't 40.
Yeah. She's black and Puerto Rican, okay?
Oh, okay. All right.
She's not
Puerto Rican, that's quarter white.
Yeah. That is not quarter white. It's
quarter white. Yeah. But yeah, it is a one-sided thing, and that's what one of the things was like, what if it was the other way around? And I've seen responses to that, like, they've been doing stuff to us for 400 years. I don't know if this.
What has she?
I don't know if this one is if it applies here.
Yeah.
That maybe, but it'll be stuff like that. Uncle Tom, look at you, sign with them. Ooh, I hope you get white women with that.
I hate when you get hit with something like that, unrelated to probably the situation you're in right now. Hey, babe, you said you want me to put this food in the microwave. I want it to burn your mouth, so I don't know. Like, how long do you want me to heat it up? Oh, now you care about me. What we talking about right now? I'm talking about the food right now. You talking about something unrelated, right? Yeah. What's going on? I just want to know how long you want me to put this in the microwave.
So what are you talking about?
Oh my God. Yeah, you gotta watch some people in the comments. Them boys be wilding.
Yeah, it's interesting. Do you agree with men and women going 50-50 on the rent?
I do.
You do agree with it?
I do.
I got no problem with it.
I think that's more where I'm at. Like, I do agree.
Yeah,
with it. Like, if it is, fine, you know?
I ain't want nobody to be like, I ain't want to say, yeah, I agree with that. Oh, you a broke nigga. I ain't
and not even in that way, like,
that's what I said. I was
agree that should be the only way. I mean,
you're a broke boy either way, whether you agree or don't have a problem with it. It means you,
yeah. I mean,
also, we should probably describe the relationship. I need you to add a little bit of context to that. Because I
haven't heard a discernment between husband and wife or girlfriend, boyfriend.
So that don't matter to nobody.
These days, honestly,
that's the first time I've heard what's the relationship status.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, good point. So let's just say for all of them, if the husband and wife, girlfriend and boyfriend, man and woman are in the house, the argument is that the guy should be
household.
100%.
Household. How about household?
Household.
Because I feel like if you're dating somebody and you're not living together, then yeah, all expenses don't have to be shared. So that's probably where my point comes from. That might be actually where my point comes from. Just household. things got to get taken care of. And if both people taking advantage of stuff, then yeah, I mean, you know.
If you making more than me, if we're making the same amount, 50-50. If I'm making more than you, but it's, and of course, if I say, if you're making the same as me, if I make 15,000 more than you, I know I probably still count it as the same.
Because that's like what extra $100.
Yeah, that's like
probably $300 more.
You make 50,000 more than me
every check or something.
Come on now, let's be real. Why am I paying more, or why am I even paying 50? Like even if and I'm saying this to be fair. Like if I'm on the other side of the foot, if I make 50,000 more than you, I'm not expecting this to kind of be 50-50. If you're my wife, I'm not expecting it to be 50-50.
Okay.
I'm expecting me to handle. Let me not say too low of a number, so I don't seem cheap.
To take care of 2%.
I'm trying to take care of like 52%, you know, and you take care of the other 48. That ain't nothing. I'm trying to take care of like definitely 60.
See, even then, you put
or
numbers
65.
on it. I think that begs the question of where the line at, and then so now I'm like,
no, well, I'm just giving you a roundabout number. So I'm saying 60.
Yeah,
so
fair.
60 doesn't mean it's not 67. Or 60 doesn't mean it's not 70. I'm just saying, minimum, that's my floor. I was like, I definitely should be taken care of 60 if I make significantly more.
One of the main arguments I see is that when you think about like your grandparents and great grandparents, remember the mom would just she'd just be home, and the dad, you know, he'd be out there making his $3 an hour and be able to pay for everything. Right? 7 kids in the house. She's at home taking care of all of them, and he's out there working, grinding, and it's not no desk job. He's gonna be out in the field somewhere, like hustling with some equipment. They're saying that if you don't have that mentality now, you ain't no real man.
Okay, so first off, this is a different time now.
Okay. Yeah.
Second of all, I'm glad you said grandparents. Grandma probably couldn't even find a job. So if I'm getting $3, your grandma was, if she got a job, she was probably getting 25 cents.
And not because she was incapable. For that reason.
Exactly,
right
exactly.
Yeah. People weren't hiring women back then.
Exactly.
I mean, they were like, oh no, you're not a man.
Wait, so you're saying they didn't have a choice? You're saying that the women were...
No. We mean choice.
Like the women, if they wanted to work but couldn't.
Because they weren't hiring.
No, they weren't hiring. I mean, if you go apply for a job and they don't want you.
They're like, nah, you got too much color or something.
So you don't think that the men were telling the women to just not work? Like, nah, you ain't got to work. You can just stay home. And
well, that'd be the same thing. Like,
no, like
they still didn't have a choice. Like they had, for one reason or the other, there had to have been a reason why women just weren't working. Because you know, women fought to vote. They fought for a lot of rights that men had, and so I'm sure
they fought for the same wages as men.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure at some point there was also some movement for, hey, you know, women want to work too, and then but there still was a time when men was just like, oh no, I don't want to come home and do house stuff, so can you just stay and do that? But when they got past the man on that, they went to get a job and still couldn't get it because the guy was like, oh, well, I don't want a woman in here doing man's work because men do it better. Ha ha ha. Whatever men back then in the 50s did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I imagine it was harder to get a job for both those reasons, in the house and at the job trying to get it.
Like, man at home and the employers that were men were stopping the women from working.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So just men in general. We're like, oh no, women shouldn't work for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
But I mean that too is also proof of a different time.
Yeah.
It's just all of it's a different time. Now, whether or not a man is a man for not working more than his wife, I can't say for sure because there's stuff that men can do more than women. But women have shown like they can do just as much as men can do. So nowadays that kind of should go all across the board. The card for equality shouldn't be played only when it benefits one side, right? Because there's stuff that a man can benefit from for being a man, and there's stuff that a woman can benefit from for being a woman. But what tends to happen is, oh, because I'm a man, I get to do this. Well, no. I thought you said we were equal. Because I'm a woman, I get to do this. No. I thought you said we were equal. So then where's the line drawn on, because I can't have a kid, and she can't lift what I can lift. So it's like, where's the line? If we're gonna do the equal thing, where's the line? So that's why I think 50-50 works, because nowadays everybody can get the same chops, and that's how you make your money.
Their point
girlfriend and boyfriend, I ain't care what the pay is.
50-50.
it should probably be 50-50. That you should be looking forward to something,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
All right. Since we married, I take care of another 15% or something like that.
Yeah.
You're not getting all the privileges now. I just met you. I don't know.
Oh,
a few
I'm glad
weeks
you brought
ago,
that back up too.
and then now I'm paying all this. Heck no.
You said something earlier that triggered, that made me think of something. So I was like, you know how that there's a little, I don't think it's a debate, but like fair means everybody treated the same way, right?
That's not fair.
Exactly. Because what if I need more? What if I need less? Or if I don't need as much? So then what really is 50-50 in a relationship? Because like you said, if one person's getting paid 80,000, the other person getting 20, it's a no-brainer. Let's get that 80,000 to put more in. So then that's fair. That would that would actually count as 50-50 anyway. And then when you skew the numbers to be 50-50, it turns to 50-50, and it's still fair, you know? So I think it always is going to be 50-50 if both parties understand who.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables in there. It can't be cut and dry. Unfortunately, this ain't black and white. This is very gray.
It's definitely argued like black and white. Like working.
I can't believe that.
Working for her should be optional. It should be like right now for the non-millionaires, because also like income level isn't discussed, and I think what's implied is that if you aren't at a point where you're making like 6-7 figures, to where it's optional for her to work, that you're just failing as a man.
And that right
That's
there.
the implication there. And wow, so she has to work. You're not a real man.
If you said if you got 6 figures, she gonna pay something.
Still,
she paying a phone bill.
I'm gonna be honest.
She gotta pay something.
V, if I could, wouldn't be working. That's just me though. But I can't. And I'm not ashamed of it. I just can't, right?
Yeah.
But I know one day I'm gonna get to a point where I want to be. I'm comfortable. Everything's taken care of. She'll have the option. Hey, you gonna retire or what? I mean, because I'm still good, and you know, it's up to you right now. Everything's good. You know, the only thing that can happen now is I die. But you got your life insurance stuff now, so even that's good. I mean, what are you gonna be working for?
Yeah.
I just want a little extra money. Oh, hey. Ain't nobody stopping you, right? I mean, that's just where I would rather be than have both of us working.
Yeah, I think with Paris, she's anti stay home. So like when she was out after having out, she was like, I can't do this. I'm about to lose my. What do you mean I'm not around a bunch of people every day and I'm not working? This ain't gonna cut it. So I can't even tell her like, no, you ain't gotta work. If I said ain't gotta work, she's going to work. If I say don't work, she's still going to go to work.
So now the question is, cool, 50-50. We got that kind of answered with the being both sides. Because it's not really an answer, but I don't know, it's tough. But what about that 100-0 kind of concept? Like I said, I'd be fine with that. If she was okay, listen. If she was completely 100% okay with me, like just chilling at home and she's making 6 figures, and all the bills taken care of, same scenario swapped, would I be looked at as not a man if that was the scenario?
For being like a stay-at-home dad, that type of thing?
Kind of, yeah.
I would say the perception socially would, probably.
Yeah, right. And so
we would make fun of you and we would hate you. Not hate like strong hate, but we would definitely make fun of you.
We would hate
sure.
on you. Because I think
every guy
has
hate
that
on you. We would want to be in your spot.
Every guy has a scenario where if you could get Oprah pregnant. That's been a running joke for I don't know how long. Yes, get Oprah pregnant so that I could be a stay-at-home dad.
Dave Chappelle actually did that skit.
Yes.
He actually did a skit. Where
the only thing about that scenario is that I could not. She gave me she gave me some allowance.
A stipend?
Yeah, I need she gave me a stipend, a surplus every 6 months or something like, because that's necessary. Like I need to have something that I'd be like, this is my own money, not shared.
That's the same thing with her. Like I would be giving her own money too. I mean, that's the concept. Like she said, I want a little extra money. That don't omit the idea that she's already getting some money from me, right?
And at the same time, I don't know. If I'm not making any money, I feel like there's more pressure on me. Because I just feel like I ain't bringing nothing to the table. Off top, you putting a roof over my head.
But why though? Because you're a man, right?
No, it's not even like that.
But just because you feel like you would want to help.
I need to be doing something. So if something happened to you, we not on the street.
So you as a person,
I feel like I'm not bringing anything to the table if I'm making zero. Because I understand why I could do stuff around the house and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, if those stuff are not getting done, you still have the house.
Yeah. Like you need that financial fail-safe, basically.
Right. So me making nothing, although it would be glamorous, I would be nervous and try to pick up some type of side hustle so I could at least get $100 in my pocket every week or something. Yeah. I don't know, something. And now the other way, I still feel like I'd be, dang, you just home. Like, a lot, I got to be satisfied.
Yeah.
Like, because if I come home, I'm struggling to open the door because there's laundry in front of the door or something like that. I'm going in the kitchen, ain't no clean dishes or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I'm going in the fridge, ain't nothing in the fridge. You've been home for 14 hours, ain't nothing in the fridge.
Yeah.
You in your pajamas eating popcorn in the living room. Okay. All right. I ain't got no clothes to wear because, of course, I just was stepping on all the laundry and like, So I'm like, those other parts, those like really got to be satisfied.
That's
you really
fair.
got to be pulling your
I
weight.
guess you're paying somebody to do that, right?
You washing my clothes? Like, nah, just don't be washing my clothes. Make sure you need to be using softener. You need to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Put the softener in there and use that. When it's going into dryer, don't ever not put dryer sheets in there. Like, I ain't know. That joint got to be glorious.
I know last time I used a dry sheet, I be seeing all the
You
static.
mean if she is at home and you come home?
Right, yes.
Okay, all right, cool. Okay.
Because I would feel it the same way. Like, I can't have no dishes in the sink.
Yeah.
If I leave dishes in the sink one night, I'd be like, dang, yo, tomorrow, boy, I gotta wash these dishes, boy. She might kick me out.
That was another argument they made, was that if they're gonna be doing the 50-50, you good?
I thought I heard a buzz.
If they're gonna be doing the 50-50, the problem is that a lot of guys that do want the 50-50 still want her to do all the house stuff. So
okay, yeah.
So they're saying like,
that's not fair.
Yeah,
no, that's definitely split all the house stuff.
Yeah, and so that was one of the big arguments too. And I was like, I can see that. I can see the guy being like, well, I work harder than you because I make more money, so you should still be the one to do all of this stuff in the house. And
on top of that, hey, I ain't taking out the trash every day, even if I'm making 100, and you making 0. I know that's deemed as the male job. I ain't about to take the trash out every day. I still might take the trash out most of the time.
You cutting the grass?
But I ain't taking the trash out every day. If I'm making that much, I'm some little kid across the way cutting the grass.
That's fair. Yeah. Then that is still the main thing. You're just paying somebody to do it. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So we do agree that there should be 50-50.
Well, we agree that it ain't as that simple. Sure.
There are variables.
50-50. If we both making the same, for sure.
It should feel like 50-50, which is fair.
There we go. It should feel like 50-50.
Because if it's 20-80, but everybody's happy, oh yeah, cool. That's 50-50 to be. That's what it feels like.
I think the default is it's a win for both parties, because if I live by myself, I'm paying 100. If you live by yourself, you're paying 100. That's 200%. We move in together, both of us drop to 50-50. We both just benefited from that. I don't know.
Somebody said relationship shouldn't be 50-50. It should be 100-100. Because if you go all in on the relationship and I go all in on the relationship, then everybody's all in.
I hate when they like.
For me, I know what you're thinking. That's 200%. That makes no sense. But I see what they're saying. Because if you try to build a relationship, 50% each person, you're only submitting half of yourself.
That's
but
you see, I'm saying when they come with a quote where they try to correct something that don't need fixing.
Because the 50-50, we understand what that means, but it does enhance the idea, though.
God.
It does enhance the idea. I don't remember who said it.
No, it's one of them fake deep
That's what I'm
stuff you
saying.
see on Twitter.
But for me,
it shouldn't be 50-50. It should be 100-100. Well, God dang it, my cup overfloweth. How about that? Yeah? You only could get 100%
in the cup, and then I got 100
and you got 100 exactly. Like, Like, no, that's not how that works. Jesus.
Hey, there's still 100 there, man.
It sounds good though.
Figure out what
it
to
sounds good,
Yeah.
and you should try to apply that.
What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Get
how
a
you-
bowl full of cup. Because now what falls off.
No,
is
100% is a percentage. It's not a
it's
volume
in the bowl.
amount. It still would be dripping over. If you
We
say
can do a
100%
fourth
in a
dimension
bowl,
there. You can do a fourth dimension there.
you cannot do no fourth dimension.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
stop.
You can do a
Is that
fourth
where we
dimension.
at?
Huh?
Are we in that?
No, we in the third dimension.
Shit, I don't know.
Wait, the fourth dimension is two 3D dimensions together.
This outside of my field of study. My
No, because look, so the 2D the 2 dimension is like if you take another 2 dimension and put it with the 2D, so now you got 3D. Well, you get 4D when you take a 3D and you put it with the 3D. So now,
Why isn't that 6D?
well, that wouldn't be 60 because that's two 3Ds multiplying, but you're just adding.
So 90.
So why isn't that 6D? You add 3D plus 3D is 6D.
No, you're progressing to the next dimension when you add another 3D.
Exponents.
You're not going to like you're skipping 2 dimensions if you go from 3D to 3D.
It's exponents.
Oh, 3D to 6D.
So
No,
3 with
3D
the
to
3 up.
6D.
no.
3 with the 3 up.
It's not no exponents
So
because
3
3 times
times
3
3
would be
is 9.
9D.
Times
Yeah.
3 is 27.
So that's why you gotta. That's why.
No, what? Stop
No,
saying
you're
yeah.
not-
He's just
You're
saying.
not
He's just
adding.
talking.
You're not adding the number 3D. You're adding the next
What's the
dimension.
number?
You're adding the next dimension. So 3D plus 3D just is the next dimension.
So it go.
that becomes
so you're
4D.
saying. So you're saying 1D, 1D, 2D. 1D,
I don't
1D
think there's a
equals 2D. There gotta be a 1D.
All right, so that's the 50-50 talk. That's where we, yeah. It's a-
Oh my God! Have you seen the Idris Elba clips?
Eating me? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
So the caption, of course, imagine that joint. The caption was, "When you eat her out, but you forget that you had nutted her 30 seconds before."
Oh, God.
That joint had me rolling. Oh,
The one I saw. Let me tell you the one I saw.
because I was like, I probably would react the same way. Oh, that joint was
The
hilarious.
one I saw was it said. This is really bad. It said a mosquito. The when a mosquito bites somebody who got HIV. So I'm picturing this mosquito doing that face.
Yeah.
That
He's
joint,
like,
man.
oh yeah, I got that boy blood.
He start holding his back.
That's how HIV strike, right?
That joint had me crying, man.
Oh boy.
I went far left. I just saw a light one. It said like you eating her out, but she got that like she been to work all day twang to it.
Yeah, so that was.
I was like, I don't know what that word is, but I think I understand it.
Yeah, you get the concept.
Yeah.
It's a twang.
Whatever twang is.
Jesus, Oof, that was funny though.
Yeah,
That
that
nigga said when he got
disgusting.
when a mosquito bite a man with HIV. That joke was sad, man.
Anwar grabbed his back though. That thing hilarious.
Well, because this
Well,
thing,
mosquito, because
this thing,
it's got a
yeah.
mosquito
Oh,
and they
okay,
sting.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
They don't use their mouth or
I was-
something like that.
I was
or-
treating it
And
like,
that's why it was funny for me too, because it was like,
I was treating it like
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, HIV. The
Damn.
first symptom, my back.
Right.
First podcast. Woo! Woo.
yeah.
Only excited
Yeah.
one. All right.
Oh well,
There
see,
we
I'm
go.
not excited to conclude. That's what it is.
Ah, yeah.
That's
me
what it
either, me
is.
either. I'm sad. I'm crying right now a little bit.
it's the first one.
Like-
oh well, yeah,
'Cause we
it's
got-
another first one.
Yeah.
Never be a first one.
That's
There'd be
it,
like
man.
there'd be like a second one, but it ain't no first.
It'd be like a second one.
Oh, but it'll
Yeah.
be our first second one.
Oh, so there's infinite firsts.
Yeah.
We can end.
All right.
We'll see you on the next
Never
first.
mind. All right.
We'll see you on the next first.
The next first. There you go.
Is that a tag? Can we hold that? We could end it on that. All right, we'll see you on the next first.
Yeah. We found something.
That might be something.
All right. See you on the next verse.
And we have a cue. Would be like, all right, guys, I guess it's time to sign off. And then everybody look to the camera. We'll see you on the next verse.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure that ending is in there.
Next verse.
It can still be the title.
I think that could be a title of the next one.
No,
No?
it gotta be the title of this one.
You don't think so? You don't think the second one could be? It's
So what's gonna
what
be the
is-
title of
What is
this one?
episode 2? Episode 2 is the next verse.
What's gonna be the title of this one?
Oh no, I meant.
Well, yeah, it could be. It could be. No, it
whole
could. It
thing.
actually. No, it actually.
I mean,
could,
we already got Healthy Venom invested in, but I was saying like.
Oh, you were saying the podcast called Next First. Jonathan, yeah. Remember all that shit we've been doing for.
No, so that's
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
You remember all that?
No, you're right. It could. No, that it don't make sense for it to be on this episode. It would make perfect sense if somebody watched the ending, heard how we bantered at the ending,
And the next
then
one
we
is the next verse.
This episode 2 is the next verse. We just gotta remember that.
Third first.
We gotta remember this line. The next verse.
We can.
But what's gonna be the title of this one? Because that's gonna have to.
Probably
The first.
or
The first verse.
Could be.
the first.
The first verse.
All
We can have that as a going thing. The first verse, the second verse.
How deep we gonna get? We gonna be on episode 260. Then what?
So
The 261st
15th
verse.
Of the first.
Oh, well.
Okay.